Most people think unicorns are just a myth, creatures of fairy tales and fantasy. But what if I told you that there really is a unicorn alive today, swimming through the cold, silent waters of the Arctic? Its name is the narwhal, the mysterious whale with a spiraled tusk that has baffled humans for centuries. The narwhal is unlike any other whale on Earth, measuring up to 5 meters in length and weighing nearly 1,600 kilograms. Its most striking feature is, of course, the tusk, a spiraled tooth that can grow up to 3 meters long. For hundreds of years, explorers and kings believed this tusk belonged to a true unicorn, and they paid fortunes for it. In medieval Europe, narwhal tusks were sold as magical relics, thought to neutralize poisons and prove royal power. Even Queen Elizabeth I owned one, valued at more than an entire castle. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common." The narwhal tusk, once seen as miracle, is now revealed as nature's strange truth. But what is this tusk really? It's actually a tooth, a canine tooth that grows straight through the upper lip of the male narwhal. And it's not just decoration. Modern science has shown that the tusk is packed with millions of nerve endings, making it an incredible sensory organ. Imagine having a giant antenna sticking out of your face that can detect temperature, pressure, and even chemical changes in the water. That's what the narwhal has. It's like living with a built-in radar system. Narwhals live in some of the harshest environments on Earth, the Arctic seas of Canada, Greenland, Norway, and Russia. These waters are dark, freezing, and covered with shifting ice. Yet the narwhal thrives here, diving to depths of 1,500 meters in search of food. Their favorite meals are Greenland halibut, Arctic cod, squid, and shrimp. Unlike killer whales or sharks, narwhals don't hunt with speed or violence. Instead, they use stealth, diving deep into the Black Ocean and stunning prey with quick movements of their tusks. Divers have recorded narwhals tapping and striking fish with their tusks, leaving them dazed before swallowing them whole. This behavior raises a bigger question. Why evolve such a tusk at all? Some scientists believe it's a sexual display, like a peacock's feathers. Males with longer tusks attract more mates. Others argue it's a sensory device, detecting changes in salinity or helping find prey under ice. Maybe it's both. As Charles Darwin wrote, "In the long history of humankind, those who learn to collaborate and improvise most effectively have prevailed." The narwhal's tusk may be both a weapon and a sensor, an improvisation shaped by evolution to balance survival and attraction. Beyond its tusk, the narwhal has another mystery: its sound. Narwhals are among the most vocal whales, producing clicks, whistles, and knocking sounds that bounce through the ice. These sounds serve as echolocation, communication, and perhaps even social bonding. In the endless dark of the Arctic winter, sound is life. Imagine living in a world where you cannot rely on sight, only on echoes, like a blind musician navigating through a frozen concert hall. The narwhal turns the silence of the Arctic into a symphony of survival. Culturally, the narwhal is equally fascinating. Inuit legends tell of a blind woman dragged into the sea, transformed into the first narwhal, her hair twisted into a spiraled tusk. For Inuit hunters, narwhals are both food and spirit, respected as powerful beings that bridge the human and animal worlds. Even today, Inuit communities rely on narwhal meat and blubber for survival, especially in remote Arctic regions. The skin, called muktuk, is rich in vitamin C, a rare treasure in a land without fruits or vegetables. To outsiders, narwhals may be symbols of fantasy, but to Arctic people they are lifelines. And yet the narwhal faces an uncertain future. Climate change is reshaping the Arctic faster than anywhere else on Earth. Melting ice opens new shipping routes, new oil exploration, and new dangers. Narwhals are creatures of ice. They depend on frozen seas for safety from predators like killer whales. As the ice vanishes, narwhals lose their shelter. Imagine tearing the roof off a house in the middle of winter. That's what global warming does to narwhals. Pollution adds another threat. Heavy metals like mercury, carried by rivers and winds, accumulate in Arctic waters and poison narwhals through their prey. Noise pollution from ships disrupts their sensitive echolocation, like static in a radio channel. And industrial hunting, while banned in most places, still lingers in black markets, where narwhal tusks are sold illegally for thousands of dollars. But perhaps the greatest danger to the narwhal is invisibility. Unlike pandas or dolphins, narwhals are rarely seen by the public. Few people will ever encounter one in the wild. Out of sight, they risk being out of mind. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." Injustice to narwhals through indifference is injustice to the fragile Arctic ecosystem they represent. And yet, there is hope. Conservation groups are beginning to raise awareness, governments are creating marine protected areas, and scientists are racing to study narwhals before it's too late. Every fact we learn about them adds to their wonder and to our responsibility. The narwhal teaches us something profound, that magic can exist in reality. Unicorns are not just symbols of imagination, they swim silently beneath Arctic ice. They remind us that the boundary between myth and nature is thinner than we think. To protect the narwhal is to protect the storybook world that still exists on our planet, a world where miracles live in icy seas. So next time you hear the word unicorn, don't just picture a horse with a horn. Picture a whale gliding under frozen waters, carrying a spiraled tusk filled with nerves, humming a song through the darkness. That is the true unicorn of the sea. And if this story fascinated you, remember, nature still holds secrets stranger than fiction, waiting to be discovered. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.